Hello students, very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the English class. Today I am going to start with the 6th chapter of your book Hornbill, which is the main reader, and the name of the chapter is the Browning version written by Terence Rattigan. So now before beginning, I am going to give you a brief introduction of the author Terence Rattigan. So I must tell you that Terence was the son of a diplomat, Sir Terence Mervyn Rattigan, who was born in 1911 and lived up till 1977. He received his education at Harrow, Trinity College, and Oxford. His career as a playwright began rather early in his life. His plays had a middle class and middle tilt in their contents, themes, and characters. His personal life was rather troubled, but his career as a playwright was very successful. And the present extract, that is this chapter, the Browning version, it is an extract from his play named The Browning Version, which was published in 1948, which is about a repressed and unpopular schoolmaster, Mr. Croker Harris. Among his other plays are The Winslow Boy, which was published in 1946, The Deep Blue Sea in 1952, and Ross in 1960. French Without Tears was published in 1936, which is a comedy and was his first West End success. So this was about the author. Now I'll give you a brief introduction about this chapter, the Browning version, what is there in this chapter. Here it is actually a play, and the scene of the play, Browning version, is set in a school in which Taplow is a boy of 16 who has come to do extra work for his teacher Croker Harris, who is a middle-aged teacher who teaches Latin. Frank, another character, is a science teacher who finds Taplow waiting for Croker Harris. And the conversation between Frank and Taplow exposes a very unhealthy trend among some teachers to encourage students to comment on their fellow teachers. Frank, who does not like the subject he teaches, tells the results to students before it is officially announced. And he tells Taplow that his staying back is his bad luck and suggests him to leave as Croker Harris is 10 minutes late. Instead of admonishing Taplow from mimicking his teacher, he wants him to mimic again. And in the end, his shallow and malicious character is thoroughly exposed. And Croker Harris, though not personally present in the scene, comes out as dignified and conscientious teacher. We can say that this extract from a play highlights the attitude of a teenaged student towards his teacher. His comments are shocking because they are very close to the truth. He calls the teacher almost inhuman, though not a sadist. He is mortally afraid of his teacher because his promotion depends on his teacher's goodwill. And when another teacher encourages him, the student becomes more frank. And it appears that the teacher was strict and seemed to hate people who like him. This reflects on the teacher's quality. Now let us discuss about the characters in the play. The first main character is Taplow, who is a 16-year-old boy and presents his views about his teacher, Mr. Croker Harris, in a very frank and straightforward manner. And he is respectful towards his teacher and likes him, although being much afraid of him. Another character is Mr. Frank, who is a young science teacher and shows better understanding of students' behavior. He envies Mr. Croker Harris and thus likes him being criticized by Tableau. Then another character, main character, is Mr. Crocker Harris. He's a strict disciplinarian. He's a middle aged teacher who follows rules unlike other teachers. He has a strong hold over his students. He hates flattery and does not want people to like him. Then another character is Mrs. Millie Crocker Harris. She's a young wife of Mr. Crocker Harris. She is a thin woman in her late 30s and she is very kind hearted towards the student. So, now let's begin with the play. The very first paragraph says this is an excerpt from Browning version. The scene is set in a school. Frank is young and Crocker Harris middle aged. Both are masters, and Tableau is a boy of 16 who has come to do extra work for Crocker Harris, but the latter is not yet arrived, and Frank finds Tableau waiting. So now both Tableau and Frank both were waiting for Crocker Harris, who was not at home. So now they enter into a conversation. So we'll read the conversation now. Frank says, "Do I know you?" Then Tableau answers, "No, sir." Frank says, "What's your name?" Tableau answers, "Tableau." Then Frank, "Tableau number, I don't, you are not a scientist, I gather." Then Tableau says, "No, sir, I'm still in the lower fifth. I can't specialize until next term. That's to say, if I've got my remove all right." Then Frank answers, "Don't you know if you've got your remove?" Tableau says, "No, sir. Mr. Crocker Harris doesn't tell us the results like the other masters." Then excerpt. So what is the meaning of the words? In these conversation, excerpt means a short extract from writing, movie or music. Latter is denoting the second mentioned person of the two people, and remove is a division in British schools. In all these lines, you can understand that the scene is a short extract from the play, the Browning version, where Tableau is a boy age 16 who arrives at the school to do extra work for Mr. Crocker Harris, his teacher, and he meets another teacher over there, that is Frank, and engages in a conversation with him while waiting for Mr. Harris. Then Frank is another teacher in that school who is young in age, and while Mr. Crocker Harris is middle aged. So Frank saw Tableau and asked his name and in which class he studies. Tableau answers him and tells him that he studies in the lower fifth standard and he cannot specialize, that means he cannot opt for the subjects until he gets his division, that is, he calls his remove. Frank asked him whether he got the remove or not, and Tableau replied that his master, that is Mr. Crocker Harris, doesn't reveal the information prior to the declaration of the result like other masters. So this conversation highlights the character of Mr. Crocker Harris, that he is a very strict teacher. He is very much disciplined and he follows the rules of the school religiously, and he does not tell the result to the students before the day of the declaration of the result. Then further, the next paragraph says, the next conversation says, now Frank says, "Why not?" Then Tableau says, "Well, you know that he is like, sir, Frank, I believe there is a rule from that form results should only be announced by the headmaster on the last day of term." Then Tableau answers, "Yes, but who else pays attention to it except Mr. Crocker Harris?" Then Frank says, "I don't, I admit, but that's no criteria. So you've got to wait until tomorrow to know your fate, have you?" Then Tableau says, "Yes, sir." So here in these lines, in this conversation, the word criteria means a standard by which something is judged. So in this conversation of Frank, he asked if Mr. Crocker Harris doesn't reveal the remove earlier like other masters. Then on this, Taplow tells him that he already knows how Mr. Crocker Harris is, and Frank supposes that there is a rule that the form result should be revealed on the last day of the term. That is, the result is always announced on the last day of the term, as you get your result after the final exams are over. So in the same manner, there also the result is revealed on the last day of the term, and Taplow agrees and told him that Mr. Harris follows it very seriously. So it is a rule in school that the result should not be declared before that day of the declaration. So Frank shares that, and he admits that he doesn't follow it at all. He doesn't follow the rule that is made by the school, but still Taplow should wait until tomorrow to know his fate or result, to which he agrees. Then further, Frank says, supposing the answer is favorable, what then? Then Taplow says, oh, science, sir, of course. Then Frank got sadly says, yes, we get all the slackers. Slackers are the lazy people. Taplow says protestingly, I am extremely interested in science, sir. Frank says, are you? I am not. Not at least in the science I have to teach. Then Taplow says, well, anyway, sir, it's a good deal more exciting than his mug. Then this mug indicating his book, that is, he's carrying a book, Agmenon, which is a Latin literature book. So he, looking at it, he says that science is more interesting than this book. Then Frank says, what is this mug? Then Taplow answers, Aeschylus, sir, the Agmenon. Frank says, and your considered view is that Agmenon is muck? Then Taplow says, well, no, sir, I don't think the play is muck. Exactly, I suppose in a way it's rather a good plot, really, a wife murdering her husband and all that. I only meant the way it is taught to us. Just a lot of Greek words strung together, and 50 lines if you get them wrong. So here in these lines, the word slackers means lazy students who are not motivated. Muck is useless, which is of no good or use. And Aeschylus is that Aeschylus was an ancient Greek tragedian who is referred to as father of tragedy. And Agmenon, he was the king of Mycenae in Greek mythology. And strung together means to combine two different things into something useful. So in all this conversation, now Frank asks Taplow about what remove he is interested to take further, and he replies science. So after he gets his result, or after he gets his division or passes in the exam, then what would he, or what subject would he opt for? And Taplow answers that he is more interested in science. Then Frank tells him that they have some lazy students in science, to which Taplow clarifies that he is interested in the subject, that is why he wants to take it. Then Frank tells him that he is not interested in science, which he has to teach in the school. So actually Frank is a science teacher in school, and he reveals that he himself does not like the subject which he teaches. Then Taplow thinks that the subject that Frank teaches is still a good deal than the book that he is currently reading. Then, and upon asking the book name, Taplow tells him that the name of the author in the book is Aeschylus, which is the author, and the Agmenon is the book name of the book. Then Taplow further shares his views about Agmenon, and he thinks the plot is good, but the way those Greek words are taught to them combined together is useless. That means he liked the plot of the play, but he does not like the way that it is written and the way that it is taught in the class to them. Then further, Frank says, you sound a little bitter, Taplow. Then Taplow says, I am rather, sir. Frank replies then, kept in A. And Taplow says, no, sir, extra work. Then Frank, extra work on the last day of school? So here, then Taplo says, "Yes, sir, and I might be playing golf." You would think he would have enough to do anyway himself, considering he is leaving tomorrow for good. But oh no, I missed a day last week when I was ill. So here I am, and look at the weather, sir. Then Frank says, "Bad luck." Still, there's one comment. One comfort. You are pretty well certain to get your remove tomorrow for being a good boy in taking extra work. Then Taplo says, "Well, I'm not sure, sir. That would be true of the ordinary masters, all right. They just wouldn't dare not to give a chap a remove after his taking extra work. But those sort of rules don't apply to Croc, that is Mr. Crocker Harris. I asked him yesterday outright if he had given me a remove, and do you know what he said, sir?" So, in these lines, the word captain, this phrase captain means to make someone stay in a place, especially in school, as a punishment. And chap is a man who you know and like. So, here in these lines, on criticizing the book, Frank tells him that you are sounding a little bitter about Mr. Crocker Harris. And further, Frank asks him if he is staying in school as a punishment, to which Taplo replies that he is in school on the last day of the term due to extra work, as he was ill last week, due to which he got absent for a day, for which he is compensating now by doing extra work. So, this is a kind of a punishment that he is getting. Then he further says that he feels that Mr. Crocker Harris, who has extra work himself because he is leaving tomorrow for good, Harris didn't have any extra work, and yet, with such a good weather, he has come to school. He also adds that he wanted to play golf at that moment, though he did not want to come to do extra work, as he would like to go and play golf at that moment, but still he had come because he had to compensate for taking leave the day before or the last week that he had taken, so for that he had come to compensate it. Then Frank comforts Taplo by saying that he will get his remove tomorrow, and due to the extra work he is going to get it from Mr. Crocker Harris. That is, Mr. Crocker Harris is going to give him the remove, as he would be impressed by Taplo, who has come to take extra work. Then Taplo is unsure of this and tells him that this might work for other teachers. Other teachers might get impressed by it, but Mr. Crocker Harris is a very different one. And he says that he doesn't give a student a remove for doing extra work. And Taplo also asked Mr. Harris about his remove, to which his master gave an astonishing answer. Then Frank says, "No, what?" Taplo, then imitating a very gentle, rather throaty voice. In a very throaty voice, he says, "My dear Taplo, I have given you exactly what you deserve, no less and certainly no more. Do you know, sir, I think he may have marked me down rather than up for taking extra work. I mean, the man's hardly human." He breaks off quickly. "Sorry, sir, have I gone too far?" So, then further, Frank says, "Yes, much too far." Then Taplo says, "Sorry, sir, I got carried away." Then Frank says, evidently, he picks up a newspaper and opens it. Then, Taplo. Then Taplo says, "Yes, sir." Then Frank says, "What was that Crocker Harris said to you? Just repeat it, would you?" Then Taplo imitating again, "My dear Taplo, I have given you exactly what you deserve, no less and certainly no more." Then on this, Frank, looking severe, says, "Not in the least like him. Read your nice Aeschylus and be quiet." Then Taplo says, with dislike, "Aeschylus?" So in these lines, in this conversation, the phrase "got carried away" means to become overly excited or to take things too far, and imitating means copying. So in this conversation, now Frank asked Taplo what Mr. Harris told him upon being asked about his remove. Then Taplo imitates Mr. Crocker Harris and told him exactly what his master answered him. Mr. Harris told him that he will get what he deserves. That means he had given him the marks according to his caliber, or according to what he has done, or whatever he deserves, and nothing less and nothing more than that. Then Taplow feels that he might have marked him down for taking extra work because he doesn't have human feelings. So Frank feels that, sorry, not Frank, but Taplow feels that Mr. Crocker Harris is inhuman. He does not have any heart. He does not have any human feelings. Then he realizes that he has said too much. Therefore, he apologizes to Frank. And Frank asked him to repeat what he just said about Mr. Crocker Harris. And Taplow again starts imitating him. Then Frank tells him that his imitation is not close to Mr. Crocker Harris's way of saying things, and he told him to read his book. Then further, we'll read this chapter in the next class and we'll see what happens then, whether Taplow gets his remove or not. That we are going to read in our next class. Thank you and goodbye.